Ed Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Saturday, October 12th, 2019, 3 p.m. Eastern. What would be the best way to predict the future? There's only one way: to invent it. Best way to predict the future is to invent it. Ellen Kay. We are, each of us, super powerful manifesting giants, machines. Whatever your thought, your mind is perpetually entertaining. And your body ends up attracting that similar type of situation into your life. Now, we understand now, we're operating from the heart mind. We're operating as overseeing the ego mind and the subconscious mind. Always understand that. So if you think 1,000 positive, 10,000, however many abundant thoughts in a row that are filled with one thing, and one thing only, and that is gratitude. Ease and excitement about your future you'll find that the universe manifests a very fun and enjoyable future for you. This is your universe, and it obeys your every energetic command, and it responds to how you are feeling behind the thoughts you're thinking. So this means you cannot trick or fool the universe into manifesting anything that you think you want, yet you don't truly believe with your heart. Remember, always coming from the heart mind. When you can feel something is true, the universe hears your sincerity and responds accordingly. It is like your best friend who will always match wherever you're energetically at in your life. That's real important. It will always match wherever you're energetically at in your life. So for instance, if in your heart mind you are not happy, or you are disturbed or distressed, and then you project or send a surface thought from the ego mind to the universe, it will respond to your true feelings. That's very important. A lot of people think that they're, okay, well, I'm going to create this, manifest this. And what happens is that they get nothing of which they thought they were going to get. And what is that? It's their emotions. It's what they're truly feeling. Now, obviously, if you're in the lower frequencies of matter and you're trying to project energy to the universe about something that you're desiring, what do you think is going to happen? You sure as heck aren't going to create or manifest what you sent out, because your emotions and your true feelings aren't of the higher frequency. Won't happen. So a lot of people get crap, and then they get upset and irritated because of the fact that they say, well, you know, this stuff doesn't work. I've tried every angle, every avenue. It just doesn't work. On top of that, they're also sending to themselves the attitude and idea through the ego mind that it doesn't work. Through the heart, through the subconscious mind, doesn't work. And what do you think that's doing? Well, that sends more programming to the subconscious mind. And guess what? It doesn't work. You see how we are? We just do this. It's almost unconsciously. It's just we throw it out there. We don't stop to think or to feel where we're at before we ask. And a lot of us trick ourselves into thinking, "Oh, I'm great. I'm this. I'm that." When you're not. It's superficial. And this is why a lot of the things that we intend don't come about. It's because of the fact that our emotional frequencies are not good. Okay? So remember, that's important. And it's also extremely important that you know consciously that you are operating from the heart mind. Because this universe is intimately listening to you right now. Right now. Right? You don't have to be saying anything. All you can be sitting there is thinking. And it's highly sensitive and attuned to each and every one of you. Constantly surrounding you with the people, situations, and environments that are a match for your attitude, energy, and consciousness. And that is this meditation. Attitude, energy, and consciousness. So, as you understand how, when we mean like attracts like, and are consciously living this universal law every single day, you will set the foundation to be able to master your finances, to master your wealth, to master your abundance. And you'll see just how important it is to be able to keep a positive, abundant attitude about your financial health, which means you're in the now, which means you're in the future, which means you're in the past, because everything is in the now. So, being a master of money, which every one of us have that, we just don't know how to put it together. That's why so many get frustrated. So being a master of your money, or of money, simply means you have mastery over what? Your mind. Your heart mind has mastery over your mind, your ego mind, and your subconscious mind. I'm not saying that this is a cinch, but it is very doable. It's if you're willing. Okay? If you're not willing, then it's not going to do anything. If you want to take shortcuts, it won't do anything. It means you are conscious enough of your thoughts to have trained the mind to stop focusing on what you don't want in life. You know something? Whenever you're in conversation, and a lot of us do this because we don't even identify it. We aren't even cognizant to the fact. But these vibrational frequencies in these words, and how many times have you caught, maybe you haven't, or maybe you've caught others, in the fact that I don't want to do this, I don't want to have that, I don't want to have this happen, I don't want this person that, I don't want that, and it happens. Every time you focus on what you don't want in life, it's exactly what you're going to get. Every single time you focus on what you don't want in life, it's exactly what the universe is going to send you. And you are only using your precious time to focus on what you do want always. Always. There's no reason for any of us to go into an incessant what I don't want. And how many people have you heard say that? It's uncomfortable at first to identify yourself, to say, oh, I'm saying this, because it's so easy, because we're so used to saying it. But after a while, it will flow with you when you say what you do want and what you do desire. Say, it'll take precedence over, you saying constantly what you don't want. I don't want it to take 2 hours. I don't want this to happen. I don't want to get sick. Tell you, you'll know what I mean when you start looking at it. Only focus on what you do want. And if you cannot stop your mind from thinking negative thoughts about money, then you have become a slave to the ego mind, and it is the master over you. Once the mind begins listening to you instead of dictating to you, knowing you are in charge of it, it will follow you like a puppy wherever you want it to go. You see what I mean? It will follow you like a puppy wherever you want it to go. Only then will you be able to keep your mind focused in a positive, abundant direction for 1,000 thoughts in a row. Remember something, you're getting 60, 70, 80, 90,000 thoughts a day, random, coming from the ego mind. Right? Now imagine that you're able to keep your mind focused through the heart mind in a positive, abundant direction for 1,000 thoughts in a row. This is what it takes to attract a real, live, abundant outcome in your life. You just don't say it once and then, when you can truly have 1,000 positive thoughts in a row without having one doubt of interruption, you will see amazing things manifest in the physical form. Now, how many people, including yourself, always have integrated honesty, always be honest with yourself. How many people could actually do that? When you can have truly, with gratitude, through the heart mind, 1,000 positive thoughts in a row. Okay? Now, if you really want to get technical, you can sit somewhere. Make sure you have a lot of time, so you aren't hurried, rushed, or anything. Then sit and just be for about 20 minutes or so. Then start writing 1,000 positive thoughts. Write them down on paper. You know how many people will say, I don't have time to do that. I've got other things to do. And you wonder why so many people are without. They don't want to take, they don't care. See, here we go. They don't want to take the time. They go, I don't want to take the time for that, or I don't have the time for that. I'm not going to do that. That's silly. But yet, they think that that some big bird's going to come and drop all kinds of wealth upon them. So remember, as long as you know these things, you'll be able to keep your mind focused, your heart mind overseeing the ego mind, subconscious mind, in a positive, abundant direction for 1,000 thoughts in a row. When you can truly have 1,000 positive thoughts in a row without having one doubt of interruption, you will see amazing things manifest in the physical form. Now, training the mind to focus only in one direction isn't easy, and I've never said it's easy. It takes a bit of discipline and a ton of devotion to learning a new way of relating to your mind. You'll need to know your mind intimately intimately in how it can think outside the financial box you're in. And when you practice seeing the truly powerful manifesting being that you truly are, you will be able to drop poverty thinking with effortless ease. So, to initiate your journey towards financial freedom is often the hardest for people. Being financially stuck can be totally uncomfortable, uncomfortably comfortable, as if you were stuck in a cozy velvet rut. And it may feel like standing chest deep in thick, warm mud and not feeling like you can move in any direction. And if you try stepping out of it and onto solid ground, it can be super challenging and even painful. And when you are too deep in debt or poverty thinking, it may be a long, slow process getting out. Yet once you reach higher ground, you'll feel amazing. Your chest will feel light and expansive, your shoulders will feel relaxed, and your mind will be free. It just takes a solid commitment within yourself that you will be jumping in the air free as a bird on solid ground, that you will accomplish that. You got to come up with a powerful, positive, empowering affirmation that will begin pulling you up and out of the poverty consciousness mud pool. And it is a very basic yet inspirational message that makes your heart expand with a big yes. The affirmation statement is one that fits like a puzzle piece over the dark black hole where you feel the most blocked. So if your financial block is around the feeling of being incapable, then your affirmation must have the words, I am capable, inside it. You will also want to add the specific amount of wealth, money, you're receiving each month that makes you feel financially free. Or one lump sum, whatever, however you can figure it. It should be an amount that's not too big or too small, yet something you can visualize yourself receiving. So if this was your next or exact situation, your final affirmation may sound something like this. I'm worthy and totally capable of creating $6,000 a month or $3,000. But don't hold yourself back. That's where negative comes in. And guilt and undeserved, oh, maybe I'm asking for too much, maybe I better lower it. Ask for as much as you desire. And the affirmation you create must be 100% positive, short, direct, in the present, and have zero negative words in it. It must proclaim to the world that you have the power to change your situation easily and make you feel excited, relieved, inspired, and or 100% committed to creating new financial life that you love. Just make sure you use words that are purely positive and only affirm what you want to manifest and not negating what you don't want. Once you find your personal financial healing affirmation that truly fits your financial wound, you'll want to repeat this affirmation many times a day, every day for a month. And you want to drill these positive thoughts deep into your psyche, your subconscious mind. You're reprogramming it so much that it becomes the rock-solid root of your being and that you feel true to the core of your bones. If you're looking, or if all of us did was just look for things to appreciate, we would live a joyous and spectacular life. Look for things to appreciate. And of course, I'm sure some of you are familiar with Abraham Hicks. When people are truly dedicated to the divine, there is no difference between action and prayer. Mother Mira. Love is the only thing you get more of by giving it away. That's T. Wilson. to appreciate. This gives you a really good understanding of how to go about creating value and building wealth. And it all starts within each and every one of us. Every single time. Positive, abundant thoughts. And remember, 1,000 positive, abundant thoughts in a row without one negative comment or interruption. You can't trick or fool the universe. No negative thoughts. Mastery over your mind through the heart mind. So, remember, attitude, energy, and consciousness. Those are the three sparks. Attitude, energy, and consciousness. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. And the first thing that we want to do is relax our bodies. Drop the shoulders. All that you have accumulated in the last 24 hours, just let it drop off. You're not losing anything. Just let it go. Remember, you must let things escape you. Let them go, which frees up space for new energy to flood in. And that new energy must be of a high frequency in the higher energies and not the lower energies and lower frequencies in the matter. So you cannot, if you're full, you cannot bring in new energy. You have to release, purge, let go of in order to invite new, exciting, and vibrant energy in to you. So relax and let it go. Drop the shoulders, relax your body, and the only way to relax is just be. And as you're doing this, you're going to want to move into the now. Past, present, future is always in the now. You do not go into the past to create your future. You do not go into the future because there isn't one until you create one. Being in the now stills the mind. It stills the ego mind. It stills the subconscious mind. You just be. And I read on a picture, I don't remember the artist's name. It was quite interesting. Leave the mind alone and see what happens. That's quite profound. So, in the now, stilling of the mind, relaxing the body, and then you're going to want to breathe. Breathing is very important. And as we breathe, we inhale, breath in through the nose, and then exhale, breath out through the mouth. And you want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. Now, when you breathe in, you breathe in through the nose, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. and then breath out through the mouth. For those of you who are new to this meditation and this now, we hold our breath so it focuses us on the now. Breath is always the now. You can debate it all you want, but it is only the now. It isn't in the future, it isn't in the past, it's only the now. So by breathing, taking comfortable inhales and comfortable exhales, you are literally focusing on the now. I'm not saying it's easy at times. It's a little disjointed, but you practice it and eventually it'll become automatic. So when you start thinking things that you don't care to be thinking about and you want to oversee the ego mind, subconscious mind, you're going to want to operate from the heart mind. And when you do that, you still the ego mind. Because once it realizes that you are in charge, it will take on a whole different role. If someone was driving a car erratically and you were the passenger and you wanted to take the wheel because you knew you would be safe, all right, and that driver at the wheel is your ego mind, all right, and the subconscious mind, and it's erratic and it's going everywhere and it's almost careening off the road, and you are sitting there and you feel that you have no control over it at all. Think about that picture. And then when you take over and the heart mind comes in and you are in the driver's seat and the ego mind, the subconscious mind's in the back seat, ego mind is up to the right in the passenger seat, and it's all calm. And you're just peacefully, serenely driving and moving forward in bliss. So when you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. The divine positive energy is the highest of frequencies of deep eternal love. It comes from all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. It comes from Source, which we are of. See? It communicates through our gods, which are of Source. It communicates through our heart mind, which are of Source. So when we do this, we receive deeply positive, uplifting, high-frequency communication. And it depends on your attitude. It depends on your energy. And it depends on your consciousness. Remember, you're the master and commander of your light show. If you don't master and you don't command, what do you think's going to happen? And you allow the ego mind and the subconscious mind to just flail around, and you're the slave of their actions. What's your thoughts? Now, as you breathe out, you're breathing out doubt, okay, fear, being mindful of your thoughts through your heart mind. Release all of that stuff. Pull yourself out of that chest-high, goopy mud ocean. Rinse yourself off. You'll feel lighter than a feather. Just remember, Source, universe, is your best friend, which will always match wherever you're energetically at in your life. Always match it. So, what you think is what you get. And if you're thinking from depression, anxiety, fear, guilt, lack of, what do you think you're going to get? I don't care what you do on the surface, where you just shoot it off the mind, the ego mind, and expect something wondrous to take place. That's not going to be. Remember, we're in the heart mind. We operate from the heart mind. We're in joy 24/7. We are also merged with our God, part of the source of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Mother, Father, God, Prime Source, Creator, God, our family, universe, all of it. So arm in arm, hand in hand, form our circle of light. And remember that what these bodies house is heaven on earth. Body being the earth, our gods being the heaven. So when you merge earth with heaven, you have paradise. So we form our circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth. We immediately encase it. It becomes totally enrobed in a field of the highest, deepest, eternal love, light, energy. We also find ourselves in the same sphere. This literally diffuses, transmutes all negative vibrational frequencies into neutral light substance, and continues to do so over and over and over again. We are completely protected from all deviant, low-frequency, manipulative, vile, in any form, in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Nothing of low matter frequency can penetrate this. And the high matter the high energy frequency is deep eternal love. You can't take a low frequency of matter and think that it will survive in a high frequency of deep eternal love. It cannot. It will just become no more. Its energy will become the energy of the one, deep eternal love, source. The emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the purple, violet, blue flaming light of Archangel Michael, the white fire, the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, the golden white pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father God, Source, our family, eternal love. We're bathing in this 24/7. It is endless. So, as we begin to float up, we say, well, why don't we just move our God cells above the body? Like, let's just float right above the head where the crown chakra is. And just float there effortlessly. And as we float there, we basically create that halo of light. That's why it appears to float above the head. Because it is. It's the divinity within the body. So when we do this, we're immediately, effortlessly moved to call upon all of our other brothers and sisters. All of the other parts of us of Source. All the gods. And so we call upon all of the light energy beings who are in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. And only of those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, a circle of light. They are in non-judgment, full compassion, kindness, peace, benevolence, tranquility, generosity, humbleness. And they come in the gugaplexes. One gugaplex will fill this universe. Several gugaplexes will fill several universes. Understand the massive energy that is flooding in to join us in this very moment, in this now, in this meditation. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We're all one, we're all love, and our God-light energy is everywhere. How can it not be? We call upon the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, all of the angels, all of the civilization who have been helping our civilization for eons, in peace, and care, and kindness, and honesty, in joy, and bliss, and protection. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. They are in full compassion, non-judgment, benevolence and tranquility, peace, joy, bliss, generosity and humbleness. And they come in the trillions. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, as we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one, we are all love, and our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the Ascended Masters. These are those who have ascended out of body, left the matrix, returned, run the risk of being entangled in the matrix. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, the circle of light. We love them and they love us. That's why they are here assisting us. Just to name a few: Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, El Morya, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, Abundantia. They are in full compassion. They are in deep love. They are in peace, joy, bliss, harmony, tranquility, benevolence. And they come. Massive numbers, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are all one, and we are all love, and our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the inhabitants of Inner Earth, Hollow Earth, Agartha, Beneath Earth, all of these civilizations, and only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are in full compassion. They are in bliss. benevolence, tranquility, generosity, humbleness, non-judging. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this circle of light, in this now, in this meditation. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the galactics and off-worlders. Many civilizations. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They've been assisting us in our evolution, our enlightenment, and our ascension, and freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. They are in full compassion. They are in non-judgment. They are in peace, benevolence, and tranquility. They're in joy. They're in love. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all in perpetual deep gratitude always. And we are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is everywhere. And all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They are full in compassion. They are non-judgment. They are peace, happiness, joy, bliss, benevolence, tranquility, generosity, and humbleness. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this circle of light, in this now, in this meditation. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are all one, and we are all love, and our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on, in, above, and below this planet, in this now, in this meditation. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this now, in this meditation, and in this circle of light. They are full in compassion, non-judgment, bliss, peace, joy, happiness, benevolence, tranquility, generosity, humbleness. And they come in massive numbers, in colors, shapes, forms, configurations of which we've never seen before. And just to name a few, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the dwarves, the gnomes, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaids, the dolphin, the whale, the Pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And they join us arm in arm, hand in hand, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. We are all one. We are all love. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We look up. We see our meditative sphere setting center circle. We created this sphere. Over 600 meditations it holds and growing in perpetual motion. All of these meditations are constant. They never fade. The highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal loves and gratitude emanate from this sphere. It can be seen, heard, felt, in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. It affects all that there is. It uplifts all lower matter frequencies. It dispels them. The energy is literally transformed into the higher, deeper, eternal love frequencies. Everywhere. Feel it flood you. Feel it. Feel it communicate with you. You're omnipotently powerful. Each and every one of us are. As long as we know what and who we are. Attitude, energy, and consciousness. Once you understand all of these, you will be the master of masters. You will master all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Money, wealth, health, happiness, joy, benevolence, tranquility, stillness. You will not contain guilt, fear, jealousy, cynicism, pessimism, anger, hatred. These things will not be able to maintain any frequency form whatsoever. This is where we're going. You look down upon the planet, you see all your brothers and sisters. All life, the highest value in the universe is, we embrace all of it. We love all of it. We love everything. Our joy through the heart-mind transcends all. Oversees the ego mind, the subconscious mind. Your attitude, your energy, and your consciousness is bliss, is joy, is happiness. You want for naught. You realize that you have at your fingertips all that you could ever possibly desire. And once you engage the love that you are throughout your very existence and being in that body, then nothing will be able to ever deter, interrupt, or stop you in being in total bliss, joy, peace, abundance, happiness, and health, well-being, strength and fortitude, resolve, goodness, humbleness, generosity, all of it. Everyone on this planet, in it, above it, and below it. Everything. This is who we are. This is what we are. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close. Christmas a learning about ourselves. It's an absorption of that which we already contain, that we have boxed up and shoved aside from the beginning. And it's like Christmas, because this package is full of wonderful, powerful energies. And we open it up, and it's endless. So remember, it's not. It's kind of it's challenging to catch yourself when you say, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want you doing this, or I don't want that, and it will happen. So it's what you do want, not what you don't want. Always remember that. And then it comes from the heart mind, not the mind. See, you could spell out anything you want out there, but if you're in low energy in the matter, deep within your heart, you're not going to have anything created for you. It's just, it'll be like attracts like. If you're down, you'll attract more down. If you're high, you'll attract more high. You know, happy, peaceful, and blissful. This is the very core of what is housed in this body. The deep core of Source, Creator. Pure, deep, eternal love. And that means that everything, peace, abundance, joy, bliss, prosperity, wonderful health, I mean, it's all there. You just wield it with conviction, authority, and responsibility without ego. Move effortlessly through the heart mind. Love all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever and beyond. Continually move yourselves up, up, up. Higher frequency, which is joy. Higher frequency, which is happiness. Where do you get it? From within. How do you get it? Appreciate everything you see. Be in the deepest of gratitude. Look for things you can appreciate. Every single second of every single day. Immerse yourself in this. We are the change that is taking place on this planet. We are the change. That's what's happening. Not something from outside of us, not something out there. It is us, each and every one of us. As we transform it more and more, accelerate more and more, the higher we become in vibrational frequencies, the more will transpire. We're all connected. We're all one, and we're all love. And remember that our God light energy is everywhere. So you can bathe in it 24/7. We will be back here Sunday, October 13th, 2019, 3 p.m.